Hello land of YouTube. In this video I'm going to be giving my recommendations for the best women's mountain biking gear. Whether you're shopping for yourself or you're trying to find the perfect gift for a significant other for the holidays. This video is for you. Let's get into it. Alright, these are some of my favorite shorts. These are from Rafa, and few points why I think they are one of my favorite pairs of shorts right now. One, they're pretty light and breathable, and they have like a decently stretchy fabric, but they're not the type of shorts that are so thin that aren't gonna last. These have been holding up quite well, and they do have a lifetime warranty if they do end up ripping. So if you're the type of person that really likes to get gear and keep it for a long time, these are probably your go-to. They are a little bit pricey, but I found that they're quite worth it. One of my favorite things that I like to look for in shorts is that they have a side pocket more on the leg rather than having a pocket right here like normal jeans, just because you're not gonna put like a multi-tool or a phone in that pocket and then you're gonna hip hinge and it's just gonna pretty much stab you in the gut. So I always look for pockets that are on the side like this. Another great thing about these shorts is that they are long enough so you can wear knee pads and not have that knee pad gap. I have tons of shorts where I try them on and I think they're long enough, but once I get into that mountain biking position, they end up being like mid-thigh shorts rather than shorts that actually go to your knees. Another con is that their buttons, while they are really hard to get off, so I guess that's a good thing, they're pretty tricky to get on. And so if you're ever going to the restroom in the woods, it takes a second to put your pants back on. So just keep that in mind. It takes some effort to snap those back in. These are the Slick Rock pants. Why these pants are my go-to is that they are pretty lightweight, they fit really well, and they have a zipper at the bottom so you can make the bottom either a little wider or tight to fit, which I really appreciate. I like having the bottom of my pants tight so they just don't get caught in anything, and I also feel like the look of it looks a little bit better when they're tapered at the end. I can ride my bike downhill in pretty much any weather with these pants, and then if it's a little bit chilly like a spring fall ride, these are a great option. One thing that's interesting about these pants, I do like this, but they have a huge breathing slit, and I mean big. And while this is amazing for going uphill, I get a little bit worried about them being too big and maybe catching on something on the downhill, so I zip them up. But that's something to keep in mind, that you honestly just have a huge slit to your leg for cooling off, which is really nice for the climbs, and I just zip them up for the downhills. These pants, I really like them. They're relatively cheap. The logo did come off within like probably 2 washes. There was a goat logo somewhere around here. I mean, I don't mind. I don't care if the logo's on there or not, but overall, these have been an awesome pair of pants. Pants went above and beyond my expectations because I honestly didn't really have high hopes for them, and they exceeded a lot of the more expensive pants that I've had in the past. Favorite pant, because every person needs a mountain biking pant. I would say it took me the longest time to get into pants because I just thought, oh, you can just wear shorts and knee pads. You don't need pants, but one, pants just look good, and they also are really, really helpful when you're doing like downhill stuff, just feeling a little bit extra protected. And if it's a little bit chilly, these help out a lot too. I'll make sure to leave links to all these items below in the description. Some links will be affiliate to Competitive Cyclists. They are a sponsor of this channel, and if you click those links, it really helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me create content like this. This is the one item that you don't think you need, but you really do if you ever go riding in the wet. So I have these Gore-Tex pants right here. I think out of all the items I want to talk about today, these are the ones that I am most impressed with. You probably won't use them if you don't ride in the wet, but if you do, this is a must-have. So I have tried multiple different waterproof items, and when an item says it's waterproof, it could be waterproof for 15 minutes out in the rain, 30 an hour, but these guys literally mean waterproof. Now, I am so impressed. because when I think of something as totally waterproof, I think of just wearing like a plastic bag. And these things are light, they feel nice, and they are actually breathable. I don't know how Gore-Tex does it, and I think it's magic. It might be wizardry, but this is the most impressive article of clothing and my highest recommendation. If you're riding in the wet, this is like the best thing I've ever owned. Definitely give these pants a 10 out of 10. I honestly don't even have a con for these guys. They're the best. Now on to tops. So I have really been liking Animas for their jerseys. This is their short sleeve. I got a long sleeve in the same color. It was too cute not to. I feel like with mountain biking jerseys, most brands make an amazing jersey. You just have to find one that looks good. I feel like, I don't know, most companies make a breathable, good-looking jersey, but Animas has been kind of my pick this year that I've been really liking. Mainly just because in one of their pockets, they have adorable little lens wipes, if you can see. And I just find that so cute, and it stretches so like it can get to your glasses. Like you just lean over and like, So anyway, I find that pretty cute. That's just like kind of hidden in their pocket. But they have really nice like breathing vents at the armpits. Let's see if I can get this closer so you can see that. Also, Animas is a pretty cool company trying to give back some of their profits to animal conservation projects. So kind of cool. Next up is my backcountry muscle tank. I have these in a few different colors. I don't think any crazy fancy technology is incorporated into this. It is just a cute muscle tee. The things that I really like about them are that they are lightweight, breathable, and cute. That's kind of all you have to ask for, and it's really nice to have a tank top option so I don't get a massive farmer's tan during the season. Okay, this is my Fox cold weather jersey. I originally bought it because I thought I was going to be using it for downhill rides during the summer, just because I like having sleeves to protect me. But it is pretty thick and pretty warm, and I wasn't quite expecting that. So while I was disappointed I couldn't wear it during the summer, it is amazing for the colder weather times. So this is a really nice jersey that keeps you warm. It's long sleeve, it's a little bit heavier, and the breathability is average at best, but I've really liked it for cold rides. Now on to protective gear. So knee pads, I have really been liking my Ion K-Pack knee pads. Ooh, they're not quite clean, so we're not going to put this too close to my face. I've tried a few different brands of knee pads, especially the minimal ones, so like IXS and Fox, and they've been really great. I have found that these guys feel pretty similar, and they also have been holding up a lot better. Like my Fox ones were really lightweight and nice, but they were the type that you just kind of pulled on and they didn't have straps, and those ripped within a month. So nice to have these guys. I've had them for a little over a year now, and they haven't fallen apart yet, which is awesome because I destroy knee pads for some reason. Next up are these heavy duty knee pads, and these are awesome because they cover the shin and the knee as well. I pretty much only wear these when I know I'm not pedaling, so if I'm shuttling or doing downhill stuff, these guys give me a lot of confidence just because I don't want to get shinners, and also they help me have the confidence to try out crank flips, which reminds me I definitely need to keep working on those. But these are really hot, so that's one con. They're really protective, so I think you kind of have to choose if you want a lot of protection, it's going to be hot, or you can try the minimal ones, and those are less protection, but they're going to be way more manageable in the heat. Let's chat helmets next. So for a half shell, this has been the type of helmet I've been wearing, the Troy Lee Designs A3. This has been really comfortable. It has made me feel pretty protected. And really, what won me over was one time at the trailhead. I was waiting for a friend that was late. I ended up falling asleep in the grass, and I was comfortable while wearing this helmet, and I fell asleep. And that just is an example of how comfortable this helmet actually is. Okay, so for downhill helmets, I have the POC Octacon. I really like POC helmets because let's get real here. They just look so nice and clean and aesthetically pleasing. And so that's one thing that's attracted me to POC. It also is pretty sturdy, but the one thing I really enjoy is I really like helmets, downhill helmets that have this adjustable dial. Mainly because I've had some bad luck getting a helmet, and even with the biggest size of pads, it's still pretty large on my head. Probably should be wearing some U-size helmets, but my pride is too large for that. So I like finding helmets that have an adjustable dial so I can fit into a size small or extra small. Okay, these are Specializes 2FOs. They are flat pedals, and I am so sorry, they are so dirty. They are normally like a light tan, and these guys are just like brown. So the reasons why I've been pretty impressed with these shoes are that they have held up quite a while. So I am almost a year into these shoes, and the bottoms are still there. There is definitely some wear, but I can still ride these, and there is a little bit of like a tearing at the top here, but overall the shoe has stayed together, which says a lot. I've used Ride Concepts in the past and they just aren't grippy enough. The shoe stays together quite well, but I just feel like it's too harsh of a bottom, and so while it does stay together and it does last a long time, the grip isn't there for me. And the opposite with the 510s, the grip is great, but the shoes just don't quite last. And so my Specialized 2FOs are kind of the happy medium where I'm really happy with the grip and I can have a shoe more than 3 months. Thanks so much for watching my mountain biking women's gear guide. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them below. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Now I hope you go and find some flow.